now. We're in for another day where you're really going to want to bundle up and get used to it. The cold is sticking around through the weekend. Good morning. Congratulations. You made it to Friday. It is January 2nd. I'm Pedro Rivera.
I'm Morgan Nord. It's the first Friday of the year.
First one.
Are we crushing our goals already this year? I mean, we're only 2 days in.
No.
So no excuses.
Because I said I wasn't going to annoy people. I'm going to be
You said specifically
behavior.
He said he wasn't going to be a hater. So we're going to see how long that lasts.
Let's go to meteorologist Dani Beckstrom. And Danny, I already broke that.
Yep. He took one look at this forecast and was like, I hate that. And I ruined it for him. Yeah, we are starting the first weekend of the new year on a cold note. Frigid conditions hold all weekend long. Today's highs not breaking the freezing mark. Will it feel as harsh as yesterday? Probably not, because the wind isn't quite as blustery, but the temperatures on their own cold enough. 21 right now in Central Park. We're seeing teens north and west, so 19 in Morristown and Sussex, 16 in Newburgh. Factor in the wind chill, and it feels like single digits and teens. So it is really cold. You need to really bundle up as you head out the door, even if the wind isn't quite as blustery. Our wind speeds have calmed, but any bit of a breeze makes a big difference when the air in place is already this cold. Looking at the wind planner today, 25 to 30 mile per hour gusts. Yesterday it was more like 40 to 45. So we are backing off a little bit, but the breeze is still going to be noticeable, and it'll still contribute to the cold feel. And early this morning, a few snowflakes in the mix. I saw a few snow showers this morning on my way into work at about 2:30 this morning. At this point, most people are dry, but the East End still seeing some light snow. We're also getting some light snow in parts of central Jersey. It looks like Monmouth County picking up snow from Millstone over through Middletown and onto the beach. Monmouth Beach this morning getting some light snow. So mostly cloudy skies for your Friday. Highs sub-freezing. It'll feel like teens and 20s. And we stick with the cold conditions into the weekend. But a thaw out is on the 7-day, so I'll have that for you coming up. But first, an early check in the morning commute. Lindsay Tuckman in for Heather O'Rourke. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey there. Good morning, Danny. Thank you. We actually have kind of a busy start to the Friday morning. Maybe people are getting out early for some reason. But on the BQE right now in Queens, eastbound off-ramp to the LIE, we have an accident. You can see it here. The emergency vehicles are on the scene, and cars are having to detour around that right lane. There is some traffic heading in that direction, so it'll be a bit of a slower ride today. We also have an accident on the Belt Parkway eastbound at the Cross Bay Boulevard that had 2 lanes blocked. It looks like that's clearing up soon. Live look at JFK Airport, though, where things are moving smoothly. Alternate side parking and meter rolls are in effect citywide. Pedro, Morgan?
Danny, Lindsay, thank you. Today's ceremony, and he's already hitting the ground running.
Yeah, the mayor says that he's delivering on some campaign promises with new executive orders on affordable housing. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel is live outside City Hall with more.
Those winds we had yesterday could be blowing that smoke all around. Sure. You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic. Let's get to Dani Beckstrom and our accurate forecast.
Pedro, the gusty wind really helps complicate firefighting efforts, right? Especially when those gusts are 40 to 45 like we saw yesterday. The breeze is still part of the weather story today. It's not quite as intense, but you'll still notice the brisk conditions really contributing to the cold. So air temps are in the 20s right now in Central Park. But it feels like teens, and that's the case across the board, even though numbers in terms of wind speed aren't all that impressive. In the park, just 6 mile per hour sustained wind. But when the air in place is this cold, it doesn't take much of a breeze to make a big difference. So dress for teens. It feels like single digits north and west this morning, but heading into this afternoon, as our highs climb close to 30, it'll feel more like teens under a mostly cloudy sky. So cloudy and cold today with that brisk breeze contributing to the cold feel. Our highs topping out in the upper 20s, close to 30. We'll start down the shore. We are seeing some light snowfall this morning in parts of central Jersey, mainly Monmouth County, where our highs will come in close to the freezing mark, maybe slightly above freezing for Ocean County, BC, Raritan, South Brunswick, Edison, all topping out about 31 degrees for today. Stays cold through the weekend. In fact, our highs are right around freezing through Monday, but after that, finally a thaw out. Things will be feeling a whole lot better as we head into next week. I'll have that full forecast for you coming up. But first,
thank you so much, Danny. Uptown A trains are delayed right now due to NYPD activity at West 4th Street, Washington Square. We also have some trouble on the Atlantic City Rail Line service on New Jersey Transit. It's suspended right now in both directions due to equipment availability. You cannot take the Atlantic City Rail Line right now, so we'll keep our eye on that. Check your schedule and see if there's any alternates you can take. Meantime, we just heard about that fire in Roselle Park, so Route 28 between Fayette Avenue and Elizabeth Avenue is closed altogether in both directions, so the fire department can continue working on dealing with that situation there. Also up in Mount Vernon on the Cross County Parkway eastbound right at the Hutch, there is an accident that has a shoulder blocked. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Morgan?
Danny, Lindsay, thank you. It's now 4:42. Coming up next, hair transplants? They're certainly having a moment online with men openly sharing their results
before booking that flight. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Don't be surprised if I end up in Turkey in a couple years. I'm just saying. While driving and alcohol-related convictions. So please be careful out there on the roadways.
Absolutely. And Dani Beckstrom joins us now with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast.
And
Pedro was still thinking about this trip to Turkey.
No, Pedro, you don't need that. You have a great hairline. I know that's what
It's
you
full,
want.
I swear.
Okay, I am flabbergasted.
Wait, turn around. Just kidding.
It's true. Don't come on.
You know, that is one good thing about being tall, Pedro. Many of us can't even see the bald spot.
Can't see
already starting.
Yeah, it's already starting to go right there. Y'all playing me this morning.
$2,800 isn't that much.
No. I feel like a flight to Turkey and a hotel is
$2,800.
It's like a vacation.
I come back with a brand new hairline? Done. Sold.
We'd
never know.
Do you? We'll miss you on your 2 weeks off, but look forward to seeing you come back with great hairline. Let's get you outside. 21 degrees right now, cold and cloudy. Happy Friday. We made it through the holiday week, and as we head into the first weekend of the new year, prepare for the frigid conditions. Our highs hover right around the freezing mark until Tuesday when we finally start to thaw out. Average high this time of year, 40 degrees. Today's forecast high, 31. We're falling about 5 from yesterday's high, but it's not going to be quite as blustery out there, so there is a little bit of a give and take. It's going to end up feeling quite cold with wind chills in the teens, but at least the wind isn't quite as harsh today. Waking up to low 20s across the 5 boroughs at 20 degrees on Staten Island, in New Dorp, 21 for the Village and Coney Island. Looks like 22 for Ozone Park, but you don't have to look far to find teens. Kearney and West Orange each at 19 degrees right now, and we're just 18 in Andover and Poughkeepsie, 20 in Bridgeport. When you factor in that light breeze, it feels like single digits in teens. It's exactly what we expected. So this is what you got to dress for if you have anywhere to be this morning. No exposed skin today. It's just too cold, and although the wind isn't as blustery as it was yesterday, that brisk breeze does continue today with gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour. It's enough to kick in that wind chill factor. Also watching a few flurries this morning. I saw some snowflakes on my commute into work in the city this morning. No longer seeing the snow in New York City, but there are still some light snow showers falling in Middlesex and Monmouth County. Radar picking up on, I don't think accumulating snowfall, but you will see a few flakes mixing in. So Saraville down through Manalapan, over through Long Branch, down through Belmar, Asbury Park, and Wall, all seeing a light snowfall this morning. But we're wrapping this up, and from here, it's just cloud cover that breaks a bit, offering a touch of sun heading into this afternoon to go with our cold and breezy conditions. Highs today in the upper 20s, low 30s, but feeling colder than that. We'll clear out the cloud cover for Friday night plans. The cold is the only weather worry that we have into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to a sunny start to Saturday before a few more clouds mix in tomorrow afternoon. Do want to show you the wind chill, though, and it will feel like single digits in teens this morning and feel like teens and 20s this afternoon. So even if our highs are right around freezing, it'll feel colder than that. On Saturday, sunshine in the morning, clouds in the afternoon, maybe a flurry tomorrow night. You saw that round of snow move through, and then the rest of the weekend is just cloudy and colder. We stay cold with highs sub-freezing through about Monday, but thaw begins on Tuesday as our temperatures trend a little more seasonable for the end of the 7-day. Here's a look at the day planner today. It's the cloudy skies that continue through this afternoon. Highs today in the low 30s, but it will feel like teens and 20s thanks to that brisk breeze. No issues for Friday night plans other than the cold, so coats on for sure all day long. Heading into tomorrow, temps are right around. Really looking forward to the upper 40s that make a comeback by the end of the coming week. Lindsay?
Oh, me too. If anyone needs tips for where to get good layers for underneath your clothes, I got all of it for you. Thank you, Dani. We still have this accident on the BQE off-ramp to the LIE heading eastbound. You can see there's a lot of emergency vehicles on the scene. It looks like a car is broken down and needing to be towed off the road, so that shoulder is blocked there. You could tell there's a bit of a slow ride into the scene there. So if you're trying to get to the LIE from the BQE, give yourself extra time. Live look at the George Washington Bridge. Today is not expected to be a heavy traffic day. A lot of people are still taking vacations after the holiday and maybe going back to work on Monday, but we'll just keep an eye on it to see if there's any incidents out there this morning. Reminder on New Jersey Transit, Atlantic City rail line service is still suspended in both directions. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Morgan?
Lindsay, thank you.
Next, Cameron Hall. Today at 2 right here on ABC 7.
Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning on this frigid Friday morning. We're waking up to air temperatures in the teens and 20s, 21 degrees in the park, 19 in White Plains, 18 in Poughkeepsie. But the catch here is that brisk breeze will contribute to the cold feel, so it feels like single digits and teens right now. And as our highs make their way to the low 30s today, it'll continue to feel like teens and 20s, so winter coats on all day long and limit that exposed skin if you're heading outside. Conditions are quite cold and our highs hover right around the freezing mark for the entire first weekend of 2026. This morning we're waking up to a few flurries in parts of Jersey, but for the most part it's cloudy skies and a brisk breeze this afternoon. Tomorrow that wind calms with highs right around freezing. For Sunday we're seeing a little more sunshine, but it's still quite cold, and we're keeping with sub-freezing highs Monday. But after that, nice thaw out. I think you'll like what's on the 7-day. I'll have that for you coming up in a bit. But Lindsay, how's the commute this morning?
Thank Thank you, Danny. Atlantic City rail line service on New Jersey Transit still suspended in both directions. That's due to equipment availability. You'll have to take an alternate route. I'll look to see what other options you have this morning. In Lodi, we do have an accident on I-80 East approaching the Route 17 split. It has one lane blocked, but looking at the screen right now, you can see there's green in both directions. I think that's just because it's early and people aren't affected by that yet, but we'll keep our eye on that as well. Also, because of the fire in Roselle Park on Route 28 between Fayette Avenue and Elizabeth Avenue, that is still closed in both directions, and it's causing a backup as well. Just certainly try to avoid that area as the fire department does what it needs to do this morning. We still have this accident on the BQE East off-ramp to the LIE. We'll keep our eye on that as well. Alternate side parking and meter.
Friday morning, happy Friday. The frigid field, I think that's the main weather headline. Now, it's not as blustery as it was yesterday, but that brisk breeze still makes a big difference in how it feels. Air temp in the city right now at 21, but it feels like 15. And in general, our wind chills are in the teens and single digits this morning, even though the wind speed is only around 5 miles per hour. That brisk breeze takes us right into this afternoon under a mostly cloudy sky. Our highs today are capped in the upper 20s, low 30s, but it'll continue to feel like teens and 20s. So I'd limit that time outside if you can, and if you can't, make sure to limit the exposed skin. We expect a mostly cloudy sky for most of the day, but the few flurries that we're seeing down the shore this morning does wrap up within the next hour. So you see our highs coming in generally sub-freezing. Our northern neighborhoods will keep it in the 20s today, which means it will continue to feel like teens through this afternoon. But if that is on the way, I'll let you know when in the full AccuWeather forecast. Lindsay? Good evening. We have a stolen vehicle on the Van Wyck southbound right around City Field. Looking at these live pictures, though, I'm not seeing much of a backup, but it could have you backed up to the Whitestone Expressway. So we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully that gets cleared up soon. Since we're up here, take a live look at LaGuardia Airport, where traffic is moving very smoothly on the Grand Central Parkway. It does not look like there are any problems over there, and we're keeping tabs on airplanes today, and it doesn't look like there's any trouble at area airports either. Alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Morgan?
Danny, Lindsay, thank you. It is 5:11. Coming up on Eyewitness News this morning, my president.
Specific injuries, but did go to the hospital.
So we don't know how this happened. Like,
but
why?
every line, again, just got worse. It jumped
Yeah.
crazy.
If someone could have been in that garage, it could have been much
really
worse. And then you think about damage to both cars, as well as the home has damage. The garage has,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Also crazy is the weather, okay?
It's
Hear me
cold.
out.
The chill. Cold.
It's too
Feel
cold.
like temperatures. I'm taking these notes.
Can you say something to whoever you talk to?
I've been talking to her for a long time.
Yeah.
She's like, please stop sending me emails.
I don't hear you.
I don't hear you. It's so cold, right? This is the first weekend of the new year, and it's going to feel frigid. Our highs hover right around the freezing mark. Through the to-go sunset at 4:40, we expect a forecast high of 31 in the city after hitting 36 yesterday. So it's even colder, but the wind isn't quite as intense today. So that kind of evens us out a little bit. But that being said, a brisk breeze will still make a difference in how it feels. Northern neighborhoods are in the teens this morning, 18 in Montgomery and Cold Spring, 19 in Katona and Nyack, 14 in Rosendale. As we zoom out, 21 in the Park, 22 for Newark and Wrightstown, 22 for Montauk. But this is the number you got to dress for. Our wind chill is in the single digits and teens, and it will continue to be in the teens and 20s heading into this afternoon. So even though it's not as blustery today, that brisk breeze with gusts right around 25 miles per hour, that does continue. So the wind chill factor is still something we're watching. In general, we're also watching a few flurries this morning. The snow not that big of a deal, but in Monmouth County and parts of Middlesex, still seeing some light snowfall. Looks like it might be enough to maybe coat the roads a little bit from Monroe over through Long Branch. You see the purples and blues starting to pop in. So a little bit of that light snow might pick up in intensity in Monmouth County, but in general, this is not an all-day thing. We're going to wrap up those light snow showers within the next couple of hours, and from there, it's a mostly cloudy sky to go with our cold conditions. Our highs today in the upper 20s, low 30s. These afternoon clouds could break a bit at times, but I would expect more cloud cover than sunshine today. No major weather worries for Friday night plans, but our clouds will clear out and start to thin out as we head overnight into tomorrow morning. But the only thing you need to worry about if you have dinner plans tonight are just the cold conditions. So just throw on all the layers as you head out the door. And note that wind chill is still something we're watching throughout the day. This morning, single digits and teens. This afternoon, our wind chills are in the teens and 20s. So all day long, we continue with those cold conditions and the brisk breeze. The day planner does show the mostly cloudy skies. As our highs make their way to the upper 20s, low 30s, we do expect sub-freezing highs across the board. And again, with that brisk breeze, it will feel colder than that. And we're kind of in it for the next several days with this similar weather pattern. Tonight is mostly clear and cold, so again, no issues for Friday night plans other than the cold conditions, and tomorrow looks about the same. More cloud cover than sunshine. It is going to still be cold, but maybe not quite as harsh tomorrow because the breeze does settle down. But as we look at the next several days, we stay with highs hovering right around the freezing mark through Monday, maybe a few flurries off passing on, but overall cold, cloudy, and calm conditions this weekend. But what we are living for, Lindsay, at least me personally, is that thaw. You see by the end of the 7-day, by Thursday, we're looking at highs in the upper 40s. So there are better days ahead. January, it's just like you live for the 40s. I know, when 47 looks tropical, you know it's going to be cold. Yeah. Well, thank you for warning us. As for the roads, there's actually, things are getting a little quieter. There was a few incidents, but they're kind of resolved now. But we do have this accident on the B2E eastbound, or rather a stalled vehicle approaching the RFK Bridge on the Queen side. It has a shoulder lane block, but you can see there's a lot of green on the screen, so I'm not too worried about it yet, but we'll keep our eye on it. Up in Mount Vernon, we do have an accident on the Cross County Parkway eastbound right at the Hutch. It has a shoulder block. This live camera looks like it has maybe snow on the lens, so it's hard to say what's going on. But again, it is early, so it doesn't seem to be causing that much traffic. In the city, alternate side parking and meter rules are in effect citywide. Pedro, Morgan?
40 degrees is t-shirt weather.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It is time now, 5:20, and up next, scary moments in Soho. Take a look at this. A car crashing into scaffolding, and it triggered a partial collapse.
Wow. And an end of an era.
I'm psyched. I want to go on that Disney cruise
my
so
goodness.
bad.
Oh, man.
And you know what?
Let's take it on the road.
Colby Jack, could you believe this? This is not the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, smushy.
So Colby Jack is my favorite kind of cheese, and this might be my new favorite dog. Bert and Janet sent this picture of Colby Jack with the pacifier. Very cute. And Hunter from Hunterdon County, if you can believe it. Annette sent this photo. I think Hunter's loving the snow, but all those snow piles about to be completely gone after temperatures today top out in the 60s. And I think that makes Ted very excited. This is Teddy Grams from Loretta. Teddy Grams is in his life jacket on the beach and ready for beach days. I completely agree. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're really feeling the spring-like temperatures today. It still looks really gloomy outside. We're dealing with areas of dense fog, a little bit of rain this morning, but temperatures are starting in the 50s. We'll end up in the 60s. The cloud cover clears out tonight, which means by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, sunny skies as highs hold in the 60s for the next few days. We stay well above the seasonal average through the first half of the work week before it's back to the 40s on Friday. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast for you coming up.
Kevin and the Osborne thank you for helping protect our children.
I feel like Sam Champion holding a coffee on TV, but I kind of need it this morning.
I think it's a life raft, really, for all of us.
Yeah.
I will join you in solidarity.
It's bad, man. This hour's no joke.
All trying to be more like Sam Champion on TV. Like, that's literally
At all
my
times.
driving focus.
I got to get in the gym.
It's so funny. That's it.
You're
It's
so
good.
right.
Thanks, Danny.
It's good. Good support. Good.
Good job, Ty, before I offend any more coworkers.
funny.
We lost an hour and we are feeling it. We are all feeling like how JFK looks. This is a live look outside. Near JFK, you can't see much of anything with the dense fog that we're dealing with today. Forecast high, though, that is a bright spot. We expect to hit 64 degrees today. I'm so excited for the warming trend we get to enjoy for the next few days. Sunrise this morning at 7:19, so in 1 hour, and it sets this evening at 6:55. So that is the payoff, that later sunset, for how we're feeling right now, and we are feeling it. Looking at the 5 boroughs, we're in the 40s and 50s. The Village at 52, really mild this morning. 46 in Beechhurst, 49 for Park Slope. We're at 50 degrees on Staten Island in New Dorp and Westerly. Seeing low 50s for Newark, Roselle Park, and Linden as we look off toward north and west. Mid 40s even for Poughkeepsie. So really not a bad start to the morning temperature-wise, but unfortunately that's not the main message this morning. We are looking at temperatures 10 to 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, and we're looking at dense fog that is definitely a problem. We're at 0.2 of a mile of visibility for Islip and Bridgeport, under a mile for East Hampton, under a mile for Somerville, at 5 for Montgomery, and 1 in White Plains. So pockets of dense fog, definitely an issue this morning. We see that dense fog advisory for all of the counties shaded in gray, which I would say is most of us. A lot of northwest New Jersey and into the lower Hudson Valley not under this advisory, but some patchy. It looks like Monmouth and Ocean dropped that advisory. But even if you're not under the advisory, the potential for some patchy fog going to be there. So this warm front is lifting north, helping boost our temperatures, waiting on this cold front to clear the area. It's technically a cold front, but it's really not going to do its job in terms of dropping temperatures. We continue to see our temps warm, but what it will do is finally kick out the cloud cover and clear us out a little bit into tomorrow. We just need that front to clear the area for us to be back to sunshine, and we'll see that into tomorrow. As for this morning, some areas of light rain, a little bit of drizzle, all in the realm of possibility to go with our mild temperatures and the areas of fog. So A really gray start to the day, and it could be a little damp at times with some light showers. It looks like another round of rain moves through mid-morning. By 10, 11 o'clock, we're still seeing some showers on Long Island, but that'll wrap up as we head toward midday. Then temps really take off as our highs make their way to the mid-60s today, well above the seasonal average. And the clouds will start to break a little bit, maybe some broken cloud cover late afternoon, early evening, but we really need that front to clear, and that doesn't happen until after sunset. The sun sets at 6:55, and shortly thereafter, we finally get the cloud cover to clear. So moving into tomorrow morning, sunny skies, and that means tomorrow afternoon is so much nicer. We're going to look at temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 60s again tomorrow, but with sun, feels fantastic. So we are settling into a stretch of highs 15 to 20 above normal. Today still looks gloomy with the gray conditions. You see the cloud cover sticking around all day long, and we're watching for a few areas of rain this morning, some drizzle as well. But heading into tonight, we can finally get rid of the cloud cover. It sets us up for a sunny start to the day tomorrow and just spectacular conditions.
In the JFK this week through Thursday, maybe use mass transit because it's going to be all snarled up. Meteorologist Dani Beckstrom.
Yes.
I feel snarled up.
I am something this morning. Oh my gosh, we lost an hour of sleep. We're waking up to dense fog advisories in parts of the area.
New words to keep up with how we use the English language and how the language evolves. It also added Bay High for Beyonce fans, Trekkie for Star Trek fans, and Janeite for all those lovely Jane Austen fans out there outside of Barnes & Noble going, Jane,
right.
Jane.
Pride and Prejudice.
So true.
Burning it up. Also, we have a visual. This is a Swiftie.
Hi. I thought when you said, you know, the definition, and it was just going to be a picture of me.
Oh, just
I don't know what.
Cut
I
to
missed an opportunity.
Danny.
But I guess that is a pretty, you know, center of the world syndrome thing to assume.
It's okay.
Say.
You do work in TV.
I love Taylor Swift. I also love Jane Austen.
Yeah.
Big Beyonce fan. How are you guys doing today, by the way?
Not great.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're holding on. You know, I wonder about our colleagues upstairs and over there, and the people who put together the show with us and for us, and then we take the baton and we try to help and not hurt. And do they have 1 hour less to put it together as of 2 a.m.
Christian, what time do you get in? He's our producer. I think he gets in at like 11 p.m.
Right.
So in a way, he just had to work one fewer hour. Is that the worst? No, it's pretty bad.
Also, it's the amount of, I forgot how many clocks I have. I had to change.
Oh, yeah.
When you have like the oven, microwave, all the little small watches and stuff, the car stuff.
The other day, his VCR.
VCR.
Come on.
That's fantastic.
I don't think you really
I'm with you, Sam.
Be kind, rewind.
I'm with you, Sam.
Another thing kind of adding to the fact that we feel a little slow this morning is the fact that we're also dealing with dense fog. 52 degrees right now, so temperature is kind of the bright spot in this forecast, but it's overall looking pretty gloomy again. The headlines, morning rain possible, patchy fog as well. We will get some cloud cover clearing just before the sun sets, and sunset today is at 6:55. So that is the payoff for the fact that we all lost an hour of sleep, or if you're Christian, lost an hour of work overnight. The sun rises this morning at 7:19, and again, that sun sets at 6:55. But it leads us into a beautiful start to the work week. That cold front is what clears out our cloud cover late tonight, and it leaves behind sunny skies for the next few days. It's a cold front technically, yes, but it doesn't drop temps, so we continue to see highs climb. We'll be 15 to 20 above normal today, tomorrow, into the middle of the week ahead. But it doesn't last long. By the end of the week, our highs fall back to the 40s behind the threat for some thunderstorm activity on Thursday. So at least we know for the next few conditions are going to be comfortable. 40s and 50s on the map this morning, a little cooler for areas east of the city. You see 42 in Islip, 41 for Bridgeport. So we're still waiting on that cold warm front to lift through those areas. But the city is 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Newburgh up 18 degrees on 24 hours ago. We still have a lot of moisture to work with, so that's what's leading to the development of areas of fog, quite dense in places like Bridgeport and Islip, with just 0.2 of a mile of visibility. We're under 1.5 miles for Belmar. We're at 1 mile for White Plains. So dense fog advisory continues this morning for the county shaded in gray. That's a lot of us, so just watch out for some tough spots if you are on the roads this morning. Give yourself a little extra space between you and the cars around you. So the warm front is lifting north. The cold front, we're waiting for that to help clear us out. Cold front won't drop temperature, but it does help to clear the cloud cover, which brings us to sunnier skies by tomorrow. But today looks to stay pretty gray, and Futurecast is picking up on a few areas of light rain for the first half of Sunday. Not a washout, not steady, consistent rain, but some light rain swinging through between now and about 1, 2 o'clock. After that, we'll really be feeling those temperatures warm as our highs jump to the 60s, and the cloud cover begins to clear. It doesn't look like it's completely out of here until after the sun sets, which again is at 6:55. So we're still going to see some cloud cover as of sunset, but overnight into tomorrow morning, the clouds move out, and that means a sunny start to tomorrow, and tomorrow afternoon looks spectacular with highs in the mid to upper 60s to go with those sunny skies. And I mean, just look at the temperature trend. We're up 15 to 20 degrees above the seasonal average today through the middle of the week ahead. So really nice conditions once we get rid of the gray that we're dealing with today. But it doesn't prevent temperatures from warming. You still see those highs climbing to the mid 60s as a few showers and light areas of mist or drizzle continue this morning, and just the cloud cover this afternoon. So we're watching the areas of fog as well. The clouds will break shortly before the sun sets, and the clouds will continue to clear as we head into the overnight hours. Tomorrow looks spectacular. Highs well above normal in the mid 60s, sunny skies, comfortable conditions, really beautiful today.
Dani did not bring her big fat coat.
No, it's warm outside. It's, by the way, it's 7:01, not 6:01. So
right.
If the little clock on your microwave or stove says that,
right,
it's wrong and you have to change it. We just sprung ahead. So we lost an hour.
We did.
Yeah.
But we gained happiness, didn't we, folks?
We did. We saved daylight.
We did something.
So, I mean, grab me a cape and call me the hero.
Right.
It's a slow go this morning, not just because of the brain fog, but the actual fog that we're dealing with outside. The sun officially rises at 7:19, so we have 18 more minutes. National Weather Service is
in the Bronx. Crystal Fanmore, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
I gotta check out that place, Metate.
I know, I'm getting hungry already.
Love it. I know. Here's Dani with the big dogs. Delilah.
Look at Delilah. Oh my gosh.
Delilah.
Is this not the, exactly. Is this not the cutest little pup sporting her rain jacket on a morning as misty as this? Genevieve, your Delilah is absolutely delightful. I love that. I love that rain jacket. Leia is kind of given the vibe that I'm feeling this morning. I know we're all moving a little slower now that we have officially saved the daylight. We sprang forward overnight into this morning. The sun officially rises in 2 minutes, and Leia, like me, is moving a little slower this morning. Maggie is just gallivanting through the piles of snow that have been stacking up all winter long. Kathy, I hope you break it to her gently that the piles of snow will be gone shortly, because our temperatures really take off today. Spring-like warmth settling in for the next few days. We're waking up to 50s and areas of dense fog. By this afternoon, we're looking at highs in the mid-60s. We stay 15 to 20 degrees above the seasonal average through the middle of the week ahead.
After Sunday, live coverage starts on the red carpet at 3:30 through the main event.
From 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
It's at, wait a minute, it's at and we're looking at the prompter, it's gone. It's near Bowery in Lower Manhattan.
Do you know what?
There's the armadillo purse.
Google it.
I like it. You know what?
Can you guys at home tell how badly we were struggling through
There's
this
my
prompter?
There's my mummer's dress, though. I didn't know where it was. I was looking for it.
That's
my Caribbean.
You need your little umbrella.
You ready to go
I
to
know.
Carnival?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, me too.
My dress.
Okay, these live looks outside are insane.
What?
Andrew, thank you for this. This is as the sun is rising over Central Park. We have the patchy to dense fog. We have the low cloud cover, and man, it looks moody out there, right?
It does.
Which is actually perfect, because I think we're all feeling a little moody given the fact we lost an hour of sleep last night. Sunrise officially as of 1 minute ago, but that shot is just absolutely spectacular. So Andrew, thanks for giving it to us. We're also looking outside. We're looking toward Lower Manhattan here. You can see just the low cloud cover and the areas of fog that we're dealing with. The bright spot of today is the fact that our temperatures are warming so significantly. Our highs are in the mid 60s, well above the seasonal average. But want to point out, sunrise 7:19, so now the sun is up. Sun sets at 6:55, which is the one payoff for the fact that we did lose an hour of sleep last night. Temperatures this morning in the 50s from New York City west for the most part. East of the city still a little bit cooler. You haven't felt that impact from the warm front just yet. So 42 for Islip, 47 for Montauk. But we're at 53 in Central Park, 50 for Morristown and Sussex, and even Newburgh is at 52 this morning. Monticello in the 50s. So we're running well above where we were 24 hours ago by 15 or so degrees. You're feeling the warmth, but you can't see much of anything if you're in places like Islip or Bridgeport with really tough visibility. Just a half mile of visibility for Somerville as well, and under a mile in Belmar. Dense fog advisories take us through later this morning on Long Island, in New York City, for Westchester and Fairfield, parts of northeast New Jersey and central Jersey. So just watch out for the patchy to dense fog that we're dealing with, and also watch out for a few showers swinging through on radar. So as expected, it's a little damp, it's a little drizzly and unsettled this morning. The warm front is already lifting north, so we're feeling the difference in temperature. But we need this cold front to clear the area from the west in order to kick out the cloud cover and drop those rain chances. The cold front isn't very potent, so it doesn't do much to temp by the time it gets here, but it will help to get rid of the gray and set us up for sunshine with the warmer conditions by the start of the work week. But it looks like today does stay pretty unsettled, with that light rain shower or drizzle chance taking us through about midday. It looks like a few more showers could redevelop for Long Island as we move into the middle of the day, as the low cloud cover and gray conditions continue. By 2 or 3, it looks like we're rid of the rain chances. Temperatures will be in the 60s, so you'll notice the warmth, but we're still dealing with the clouds. The cloud cover begins to break a little bit just before the sun sets, which is at 6:55, but I do think it will take us until after the sun sets tonight to officially get rid of the cloud cover. But what that means is by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, sunshine already, and tomorrow stays mostly sunny for most of us as our highs climb to the mid to upper 60s. So beautiful temperatures, well above the seasonal average by 15 to 20 degrees. We really get to enjoy some spring-like warmth for the next few days, and that'll feel especially nice once we get rid of the cloud cover and see sunshine tomorrow. But today stays pretty gray and unsettled. We're dealing with a few light showers and some areas of morning mist. We're dealing with the dense fog out there. Once the fog lifts, the cloud cover sticks around, so it is still mostly cloudy today before those clouds start to break a bit just before the sun sets. 64 the forecast high, so it is warm already, even if it's gray. Tonight is when the cloud cover starts to clear after the sun sets at 6:55, and tomorrow looks spectacular. What a beautiful start to the work week. 66 under a mostly sunny sky. We get a touch warmer as the sunny skies stick around on Tuesday. We stay warm through the middle of the